Enshrouded is back with a new, huge, slightly damp update, Wake of the Water. And if you haven't heard of or played Enshrouded yet, essentially you play as Flameborn, a warrior who's awoken from a long, dreamless sleep ready to reclaim the realm of Embervale back from a deadly shroud of fog. It's a survival game with a unique spin, full of deep RPG systems, epic battles, a world of intrigue, and of course crafting. So whether you're just a chill guy looking to settle down and enjoy life on the farm, or you want to become a legendary warrior who parries everything that comes your way, here's 10 things you need to know about Enshrouded and its new update, Wake of the Water. Presented by Enshrouded. In Enshrouded, exploration is rewarded and encouraged. See a sword stuck in the ground? Well, grab a shovel because it's time to start digging for treasure. In some cases, instead of buried treasure, there will be an explosive barrel, so that's why we give the shovel to a friend and have them dig instead. Crops in local towns and ruins have a ton of resources for you to scavenge, so make sure you look around carefully so you don't miss any rare items on your adventures. If a wall looks a little bit sus, it probably is, so make sure you check the walls thoroughly because sometimes they're hiding secrets of their own. Flame altars act as the game's fast travel system and allow for quick and safe teleportation across the map. As you explore new locations, they're charted when you interact with the altar after an expedition, which adds markers to your map that you can then teleport to. An altar will also provide you with mainline quests, so you can always have an objective to follow. You can extend an altar's building range, gain global benefits, and modify your skill tree through its reskill feature. What makes altars so fun though is that's where you respawn when you die, and they're upgradable. So before a big boss fight or dungeon, it's often a good strategy to build one right before the fight, just in case you get whooped. Traversal is a huge part of exploration, naturally, so that's why you should craft a grappling hook and glider as soon as you can. With the glider's capabilities of allowing you to float across terrain, or the grappling hook's ability that lets you zip across dangerous gaps to find treasure tucked away, they'll both allow you to safely get places you normally wouldn't be able to reach, without getting horribly injured. Plus, come on, flying across the map and seeing the world pass beneath your wings is just majestic. And, you know, swinging with the boys never gets old, so make this a priority so you and the squad can jam out with your hook out. That doesn't really work, does it? Well, you know what does work? This. Yeah, that's right, this game has a double jump. Need we say more? Oh, we do?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's move on then. What makes Enshrouded's building system so fun is that you can't really mess up a build. With its snap-to-grid mechanic, you can add on foundations and roofing without the hassle of needing to angle it just right to make it work. Enshrouded does all of this for you if you want, but if you are a master builder and don't need the on-rails guidance, that's cool too, since you can toggle snapping on and off to go full freestyle. Snap-to-grid is just another fun tool you can use for convenience sake, mostly for building foundations and roofs, but when you toggle it off, you could rotate and free place trims, stairs, and whatever other details you fancy, where snapping would normally get in the way of creativity and experimentation. And speaking of experimentation, the construction hammer feature lets you pick up pieces from your builds, so you can recover the materials needed to build in the first place, so experimentation is 100% free if you don't like what you've made. For you players who are really into building, or those who just like to make things look really nice, there's some features for you too. Enshrouded allows voxel carving, which mind you isn't a bug, it's a full-on feature of the game. With voxel carving, you can cut clean shapes into the ground and cliffs, then use your rake to smooth it all out and make it look all nice. But wait, there's more! With scaffolding, you can scaffold your builds like a true designing pro and hit every angle of your build that you can imagine. Finished? Delete them after, no problem. Here's where the new Wake of the Water update comes in, and why you should be hyped. Water is a completely new addition to the world of Enshrouded. With the new update, you can now place it wherever you want with a fully robust placeable water system. You can route water, fish for cooking, and interact with the world just like it's an irrigation system. So what does this all really mean? We don't know, and no one does. No, I'm just kidding. It means cozy ponds outside your house, aqueducts across town, make your own waterfronts, and other cool stuff. Anyway, check out this cool water wheel. Pretty sweet, right? Not your thing? Well, what about fishing? What about cooking? What about vibing and casting a reel at sunset? No? Well, what about this cool water puzzle I made? I'm very proud of this. And if you don't think it's impressive, please just keep that to yourself. Just let us have this one, come on. Are you tired of fighting all the time? Of course you're not, but sometimes we all need a breather. Chill out after hours of hitting the dungeon, but hitting the farm instead. Animal husbandry is here, and no, that's not what it sounds like. You can tame animals and creatures like goats, dogs, cats, deer, yaks, and more, and then just keep them all to yourself at your base. Sit back and enjoy the peaceful life and just be a chill farmer. You got your yaks, you got your goats, when you're not out in the dungeons killing stuff. Yeah. Make your pad feel alive by taming a ton of pets, creating some barns, markets, and rest areas, and once you get all that, breed your farm animals to create cute little offspring and make even more. Just, make sure those fences are tall enough where they'll just all leave. It's not you, it's them. They want to go explore. So you make the fences so they cannot leave you. Whether you're a god gamer or absolute trash, Enshrouded has got you covered. With presets like default, relaxed, hard, and survival, there's bound to be a difficulty preset for everyone. But if you're really picky or just like to tweak the game to your exact specifications of difficulty prowess, you can go into custom to modify just about everything in the game. From enemy damage to your own health and stamina, resource yield, shroud time, death penalties, durability, and even your starvation meter, it's got it all. And it's all set to the server you're playing on, so it doesn't matter if you're a builder or a hardcore grinder, there's a little something for everyone. Enshrouded is a game where damage type matters. There's 4 different damage types, which are cutting, piercing, blunt, and elemental. So depending on what type of enemy you're fighting, you'll have to swap to the right type if you want to optimize your damage output. So if you're not vibing with one, you can just swap to the other. But if you're vibing with all of them, that's also cool. You're not limited to only one archetype, so swap to a new weapon and build whenever you feel like it. And also, did we mention this game has a parrying system? If only I could actually parry like that. While we're on the topic of choosing your preferred playstyle, it's totally fine if you're not sure what you enjoy because respecking is part of normal play and encouraged. If you want to switch from archer to warrior or to a magic user, that's totally cool because you won't get punished for your choices. You can respec at a flame altar anytime, so feel free to experiment with whatever character build strikes your fancy. Enshrouded features boss battles that grant reward points for these classes we've been talking about. In this case, take the Shroud Root for example, which is an enemy that new players often miss out on, but by clearing them out, you'll be granted skill points, which are huge for early progression. Just keep an eye on your Shroud timer, which is a timer that limits the amount of time you and your party can be in a Shroud for. Those are just a few of the things you can look forward to when you make your own journey through Embervale. There's so much more to this game not covered in this video, but you'll have to discover it for yourself by checking out Enshrouded and its Wake of the Water update, which you can play right now on Windows PC. So what are you waiting for? I'm sorry, that was terrible. You know what? I think you're right. This is too much water. But also, for everything Enshrouded and too much water, stick with IGN.